I was a little kid and I was going to church, but for some ridiculous reason, I thought it was a good idea to wear pink socks. Anyway, this whole bunch of tough boys got around me, and all of a sudden I heard this voice going, "What are you guys doing?" And I said, "Oh, look at him with his pink socks." He said, "Elvis wore pink socks." And everyone just scattered.
There are some who'd make me out to be the villain of this here story.
Lisa Marie Presley described as absolutely exquisite. And she also said that Austen Butler channeled my father heart and soul. His performance is unprecedented and finally done accurately and respectfully. Was Austen the final perfect piece in your 20,000-piece Elvis puzzle?
Well, you know what? He was the only piece, really. And I thought, well, maybe I won't find an Elvis. I always lay down these rules, if I can't find an Elvis, I'm not doing it. And then this tape pops up and this young guy singing with crazed emotion, crying. And I brought him in, and he's been a revelation and a friend and he's lived as Elvis for 2 years. I found out later, of course, and I'm sure it's being talked about now, that what happened was he lost his mum the same year as Elvis did.
It all feels incredibly spiritual.
Austen's managed to actually channel the spirit of the person. And there must have been something extraordinary about Elvis. That, you can be good looking, you can be good singer, but there are good looking singers are a dime a dozen.
I wish to promote you, Mr. Presley. Are you ready to fly?
I'm ready.
The Colonel is this giant character. Tom isn't inaccurate in his portrayal. He was brave enough to talk the way this funny man talked. And the Colonel would change his voice depending on who he was. You have to have a brave actor like Tom, who's sort of got nothing to prove or lose, who reveled in the idea of doing a character that probably the audience don't want to see him do. You see, we all think we know Elvis, but what we know is the Halloween costume or the Lilo and Stitch character, or even if you're a fan, he's the most impersonated person on the planet. But that's an impersonation. That's not a person. We shot it in 3 different ways. We shot it in 3 different lenses. We shot it with 3 different colors. Because the thing is that he only lived till he was 42, but it seemed like he lived for 1,000 years. Like he had such a gargantuan life.
The greatest show on earth.
Elvis has left the building.
Thank you for watching Picture House Cinema's unique video content. Hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date with our movie news, cast and crew interviews, highlights, trailers, and lots more.